As Pete Hegseth, Donald Trump's nominee to be the Secretary of Defense, continues to go down in flames as his mommy calls senators to make them confirm him, rumors are swirling in the media that Donald Trump could, of course, replace Hegseth with Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida. Those reports began emerging on Tuesday evening. And immediately following these reports, Donald Trump's own supporters on his own social media site, Truth Social, absolutely turned against Trump, hoping, praying, begging him to not pick this guy who they say is a total backstabber. Here are some of the replies from Donald Trump's superfans being pissed off about the possibility of Ron DeSantis being Secretary of Defense. Who's leaking this? It may be true, but we haven't heard it from DJT. Grain of salt. Still, there should be no more caving to rhinos and Democrats. DJT should get his picks. We didn't fight to cave. Another one says, he is a backstabber. I would not trust him with a 10-foot pole. He should not be in Trump's cabinet. I hate to nitpick here, but you wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole, not trust him with a 10-foot pole. Like, you kind of got your mixed metaphors going there. Like, what? Honestly, like, I don't trust Ron DeSantis, but if I had a 10-foot pole, I would trust him to hold it. So, like, I would trust him with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't touch him with it, but I think Ron DeSantis would be okay if he were holding a 10-foot pole. Not to defend DeSantis, but I think he can handle the 10-foot pole. So work on your metaphors and get back to us with that comment. Another one said, God, family, country, core, and Trump. 2 out of 5 for life. Fuck that. They already got Gates. We secede another and the deep state shitbags will smell blood. No, sir. Stand strong. That's who we are. Another said, cannot be true. DeSanctimonious is an ingrate. He is disloyal. He will backstab Donald Trump and the country in order to advance. No shame. Another says, I still want to see Hegseth in that role. No charges, and others flat out saying the drunkenness charges are a lie. Would not surprise me if this is another deep state rhino operation. Another says the 6 rhinos better vote to confirm Pete or they will get primaried and replaced. Elon has already placed all rhinos to get on board or he will use his anti-rhino super PAC to kick them out. Yeah, go run crying to Daddy Elon because it must be nice to have the world's richest man in your back pocket. No, the final one is, I'm sick and tired of seeing the same rhinos on the list of Trump backstabbers. Easy pickings for a MAGA candidate to challenge and replace them their next go-round. Of course, Mitch will put out to pasture by then anyway. I love how you idiots are like, we'll just primary them. We'll primary these people. Really? Because it didn't work last time. So, I mean, sure, go ahead and try it if you want. But, you haven't done such a wonderful job with that in the past. And if you wanted to primary him, you already would have done it. Turns out a lot of these people who may be hated across the country are actually well liked in their states. Even Joe Manchin, who outside of West Virginia was absolutely despised, but in West Virginia, Joe Manchin was actually the 5th most popular senator in their home state. And that's the thing, and honestly, a lot of folks on the left do this too, thinking, well, we hate the guy, how did this person keep winning? Because you're not looking at their actual states. So these Republicans, these, MAGA freaks and weirdos saying, we're just going to primary him. No, you're not. You guys I think everybody severely underestimates how popular these people are in states that you don't live in. That's one of the reasons, by the way, it's actually important to get out of your hometown and maybe travel around the country. I make it a point to visit several different states every single year. And you'd be shocked once you get outside of your little hometown bubble, how different the world really is. And trust me, I live in a deep red area here. And I only rarely get to make it to blue states. So I've seen the blue state bubbles and I've seen the red states bubble. But if y'all think you're going to primary these people and get them out of there, it ain't going to happen. As for the DeSantis rumors, honestly, as I explained over at my other channel, Fair and Balanced, DeSantis makes a ton of sense. Strategically speaking, not that I like anything about DeSantis, he is a much safer pick than Hegseth. DeSantis would cruise through an easy nomination process, confirmation process, and be in. He's going to do the exact same things that Hegseth would do. And then, of course, it sets DeSantis up in a better position to be able to run for president in 2028. So strategically, that's the smart move. But because we're dealing with Donald Trump, he's going to do the stupid thing, continue to push Hegseth, and Trump is going to end up going down with that ship. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.